Okay, everybody, welcome back for another episode of Master Command. We're continuing our PLC Revenge playthrough. Um, in the previous episode, uh, one guy left a comment. It looks like he has a Polish history YouTube channel, and he offered to name a couple of our units. So we went ahead and we named um, our Polish, sorry, excuse me, everybody, our Lithuanian veteran musketeers, our Polish musketeers, and our Polish artillery. So I'm going to attempt to say these names one time, just once, because I feel like it's really hard for me, and you guys can make fun of my pronunciation. That's okay. I went on to Google Translate and I listened to these names like I don't know for 5 or 10 minutes, just trying to understand it. Okay, and so this one is the Jerzy Puławy Wielki Koroni, which roughly, as I understand it, translates to like a crown infantry, pretty much. Um, and then over here we have the Lithuanian version, the Pieży Puławy Wielkiego Księstwa Litewskiego. Sorry, Litewskiego. This is so hard, guys. Litewskiego. Funny enough, I felt like I was doing really well with Litewskiego before when I was practicing. The really hard word for me was księstwa. Uh, anyway, I know I'm probably saying these wrong, but uh, and so basically this means the Lithuanian infantry. I think there's some words in here that are specific to I think like the hetman, or oh, I remember. Some of these words are like Grand Duchy um of Lithuania, so that's why it's a little bit different. And then over here we just have the artillery koroni, which is just crown artillery. Okay, we've done the hardest part of the video. We attempted to speak Polish. Sorry for all of my Polish speakers who are watching this video. I promise I will not commit another war crime by attempting to speak Polish. Thanks everybody for your patience. Let's go ahead and hop into campaign. So we're gonna keep on going east here, and then we need to hit this convoy. We're not gonna bother with that encampment because we're gonna get this one. We're gonna get this convoy, and then we're gonna roll on up here and get these two encampments, and that will complete all of our sub objectives. And honestly, I think we're making pretty good progress. We started like over here, and we've made all of this progress in about 30 days. So let's keep on rolling. I really need to find a village and buy some ammunition. That's kind of my next big task. Oh, nice. We found a encamped army that will come in handy later. We can just give them the provisions. That's fine. Let's just roll on by that encamped army. Oh, check out the deer. Yeah, let's take an excellent greatcoat. That's pretty good. And I will go ahead and throw that onto one of our guys. Problem is I kind of like all of these. We'll do that. And then... Oh, these guys lost their names. What? Why did they lose their names? Okay, there we go, there we go. Okay, we're good. All is well. Let's take your towworm and give you the shepherd's axe. And then we'll keep on moving. Perfect, here's a town. Let's come in here. Take a peek at the barracks. I was really hoping to find some of the cavalry line, but haven't found any yet. Fortunately, we can sell things for more here, so let's go ahead and sell off some things. keep those toe worms. What else do I want to do here? I do want to buy up some ammunition. That's good. Here, let's take some ammo from you. You, give it to you. And you can have the rest. Do I want to buy anybody? No, because everyone's too expensive, so that decision was made for us. I'll take one more ammunition buy. And then let's go ahead and keep on moving. We'll go ahead and pick up the reservists over here. Visit these slums real quick. And I'm just going to go ahead and take the reservists. I don't want to spend any ammunition. We don't have a whole lot. Okay, cool. We got a new officer. What I was thinking here is, if I want these guys to be more shooting based, I could make a switch here. But I think I do kind of want them to be more of a melee focus for right now. Let's go ahead and check in here. There's not really any cheap officers to buy, so we'll pass on that. Let's check the barracks. Okay, there's some Commonwealth units, but not a whole lot more than that going on. I think we'll go ahead and we'll buy up a bunch of reservists here, since it's relatively cheap. Let's do one more buy. And then I am a little tempted to foray here, but maybe we'll wait until we find like a village, and then we can foray a village, and it'll be a little bit faster. Also go ahead and force march. We're still a small army, so we're not eating that many supplies. And I don't really want to spend our money, so let's just take a basic version of both. And then we'll... well... yeah, you can keep the medicinal herbs for now. Let's come over this way. So here's a pretty junky town. Of course they have a cavalry unit. Let's go ahead and foray here. It will eat up some of our manpower, but will also generate a bunch of other resources. Nice, and a patrol came, so that's good. They do have what I consider to be one of the more challenging doctrines, but maybe I would take another recruit unit. Just so I can feel a little bit stronger going into this battle. I think I will do that. Let's take one. Let's do this. Okay, we got another Lithuanian unit. That's fine. Here, let's give you these things. And let's go ahead and do this battle. Okay, so what we're going to attempt to do is we're going to try to form a defensive line going through the woods here, utilizing this hill, and then utilizing this forest. I guess the real question is, will they allow us to do that? Because they are Petrine, which means they kind of want to hold defensive ground, just kind of want to sit on it, so I guess it just kind of depends on whether they choose to advance or not. It does look like they will advance, at least partially. Let's go ahead and start forming up here. Let's run for a little bit here and run a little bit here. And begin to get into a line. Same here. General forward. I want to start spreading out. You can take off your bayonets, as can you. And you guys can unlimber. I want to get the Polish around. Have you guys advance a little bit. You guys hold your fire. You're just going to be in reserve, ready to replace somebody if needed. And then let's go ahead and spread out. Let's hit them. They're really close. And they're Freikorps Musketeers. We also need to be cautious and make sure they don't charge into us. You guys can take a shot. How's our artillery doing? Not great, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and get in there and help out. You come this way. Try to hit these musketeers if we can. Let's come forward. Okay, those guys are retreating. Let's change focus here and here. Let's pull back our general. He's taken quite a bit of damage. And then let's charge in with these guys. keep the general nearby. These guys should rally. Let's just go ahead and throw on your bayonets, because you might need them. I'm gonna turn you guys. You guys seem like they want to charge in. Let's hit them. And you guys come over here. How about the Commonwealth recruits? I'm actually gonna pull the general this way. Make sure these guys don't rout. Artillery's doing okay. You can take off your bayonets. As can you. And then you guys can pull back. You guys form up into an attack column and go ahead and charge in. And then let's do another attack column here, and let's move up on that artillery. Perfect. Okay, and do an attack column here. And then we'll just have everyone advance on the at this point. Let's give everyone a charge order. And we should be getting close enough to where they can't hit us very well. Perfect. Then from here, I think I want to go for the money and ammunition. Honestly, our losses were a little bit higher than I expected, but yeah, let's go money and ammunition so that we can buy up another unit here, the next town we get to. These guys can be upgraded into musketeers. Everyone else still kind of just hanging out. Okay. Oh, what are my new options here? Interesting. Okay, so next I think we'll probably aim to open that 3rd Brigade, because we'll buy up a unit pretty soon, and then we'll need, Alright, I didn't get our guys replenishing. We'll buy up another unit, and then we'll need that to open that 3rd Brigade to get some more guys coming in. And then I want to start doing things like reduce the cost of upgrading or doing a reform, and maybe picking up some of these other reforms if they seem good. Okay. Go ahead and get to moving. Oh, this is a good one. Let's come fight this battle. How hurt are we? I mean, we have a couple of guys that are injured, but it's not too bad. Let's do this, and I think we take the reservists to replenish our losses, and then I'll go for the veterancy option when we win the battle. And then going for the veterancy will allow us to get some more food and keep on force marching. And these guys take extra fire damage. They like being in cover, which is fine. They have 2 cavalry units and then 2 Hungarian units, so... Okay, we'll get into battle. Okay, we're loaded in. Let's get going. What I'm thinking is I want to get into the woods. I want to occupy the woods before they do, because it's going to give them a really big cover bonus. I don't know that we'll be able to make it into the woods before them, but at least we tried. And then we're going to have the Commonwealth recruits and our ground Polish units coming around. We'll put our artillery here. We'll have our Lithuanian guys over here. Grand Duchy boys. That's what I'll call them. Don't shoot, that's okay. Need to shoot. I might even have these guys go after the cavalry. Okay, let's get in and help here. And I'm gonna roll you guys forward, and we'll open up with some grape shot on those Hungarian recruits. Okay, let's pull you back. Let's pull back the Grand Duchy boys. And let's open fire. Very nice. If the general turned around, then he can keep using his carbine. And I'll probably let them take one more shot with a grape shot. Honestly, you guys don't need bayonets, nor do you. And neither do you. Let's run these guys into position. You guys hold your fire. Start bringing our Grand Duchy boys around. You don't need to do free fire. Put you into an attack column and ready to help out over here. I'm with you. Because I think the cavalry is going to charge in over here. We'll let these guys charge in, and then once they get a little bit closer... Oh, they're kind of glitched. They're running kind of funny. Okay, once they get a little bit closer, we'll open fire. Oh, I definitely thought that they would break. Okay, that's alright. Go ahead and charge in. Commonwealth recruits charge in with these guys and charge in over here. And that will end this battle, so we'll just fast forward. Very nice. Okay, more gunner's implements. Diamond pendant. Okay, so that was really good in terms of loot. We'll go with the veterancy and the food. You guys can now upgrade into Lithuanian musketeers. You guys, I could turn into veteran musketeers, or we could turn you into grenadiers. So that's kind of interesting. You guys are still lagging behind, but I do want to make you Polish militia. Let's look for a good shooting trait. Okay, let's reroll. Okay, this is good. And then, gosh, do I want to make you guys into grenadiers? I mean, I guess if I turn them into grenadiers, it kind of ruins their crown infantry name. So I guess they kind of have to be musketeers, right? Yeah, we can get grenadiers later. We'll turn these guys into veteran musketeers. Doing it for the role play. Oh, the other thing I want to point out is that I did customize their uniforms, so as far as I can tell when I googled this name, this was the uniform that this unit wore, and this was the uniform that this unit wore. I forgot to look up the Crown Artillery, so maybe in the next video before I or maybe when we get to the next battle, when I pause, I can take a look in and make sure that their uniform is accurate. So, okay, let's go ahead and get some items on these guys. What have you got? I'm okay with all of those. And then over here, let's give you the cartridge box, I guess. Okay. Let's proceed onward. We can actually force march. Take a look around, nothing of note. Let's provide a large escort. We just lost all those guys, that's a bummer. But we did get pincer tactics. So that's kind of cool. Go ahead and keep force marching. Come check out this herd. Oh, nice, a Great Dane. What does this give us? Morale and melee. Wow. Okay. That's pretty neat. I know that's going to slow him down a little bit. That's pretty dang good. There is a battlefield up here. Let's go ahead and keep moving. We'll just stay on the path. let's check out this encampment. Man, we keep getting really bad encounters at some of these places. I think we can afford to take attrition. Okay, that worked out. Keep on moving. I'd love to find another patrol or 2 or 3. We do need to come down here and fight that encamped army at some point. Oh. Hungarian infantry. Yes, we can get some cavalry. We can go Polish or Lithuanian. Let's go ahead and pick up the Polish cavalry, I think. It's because we already have a lot of Lithuanian units in the army, and I'd love to get some more Polish units. They are kind of expensive, but that's okay. So let's do it. Polish Vanguard Cavalry. Boom. And we can sell off some things here, right? Like we have the Gorget, we have the Diamond Pendant, we have way too many gunner implements. So we'll sell off all of those. Make a little bit of our money back. And let's give these guys some things. What do you have? Oh, you... Give me that. Give it to these guys. Give me this and take the pocket Bible instead. Okay. Keep the rest of this stuff for now. Go ahead and keep on force marching. We'll check out... Yeah, when we come back down, we'll come through this city and get our free officer. But for now, let's go ahead and check out this fort. If I had grenades, we could do this. So I need to remember to pick up grenades when I visit these 2 places. Guys, please help me remember. Pick up grenades. Someone leave a comment. I'm begging you. Leave a comment that says buy grenades when we go to one of these places, if I forget. Okay, we're starting to burn through a lot of food now, so I'm going to slow our roll a little bit. And with that... We actually can turn in these 2 officers and the uniforms to open up our 3rd Brigade. Which we will need to do in order to take in the Polish Foot Guard. So let's go ahead. I think let's go ahead and do that. Let's embed an officer. Let's embed another officer. Let's present a war trophy. Let's open up the 3rd Brigade. Let's... What do they have here for troops? Kinda expensive, guys. So I would really want to be able to generate a battle up here. Or find a patrol, that would be awesome. Finding a patrol would be so good right now. Please, please find a patrol. I'm begging you. Yes. Okay, And then let's do this. Nice. So we got a better musket for you. Really need to upgrade these guys. Which, if we get another... If I take the veterancy option here, I think we will have enough to upgrade them. I'm going to turn them into Polish militia. Let's make a few adjustments there. Okay. I'm good with this. Make sure I like everyone's items. Yeah, these are all fine. Okay. Oh, guys, we need to buy grenades. Okay, after this battle, we're checking for grenades. Come over here and fight these guys. They are Frederican. Okay. So they move fast, do a lot of flanking damage, have less range. We've got some Jaegers. Freikorps units, 2 artillery units. So once we get our line engaged, I'm going to send our cavalry around to knock out that artillery. Cool. Then let's go ahead and hop on into that battle, shall we? Okay, we're loaded in, we're moving. So what we're generally going to do is form a defensive line over here using these hedges stretching across here, utilizing this town. We're going to put our artillery up on the hill, maybe put 1 regiment of line over here. Meanwhile, the cavalry is going on the world's longest flanking mission. This is to give them time to organize and then to start walking towards us. And I'm actually going to run them for a little bit, just so that they don't get behind schedule. Our guys might not even make it to positions I want them to take. We might run out of time. Go ahead and get you set up. Keep the Commonwealth recruits over here. Okay, these guys, let's keep them running again. Honestly, at this point, we don't need to do that long circuit. We can just come up this way. Just gonna have the artillery set up over here. If these Jaegers want to get charged, I'm totally fine with that. Oops. Get you guys spread out. I don't think we'll have any problems here in melee, so I'm going to take your bayonets off. Sure, charge into them, knock them out. Let's turn our attention to these Freikorps musketeers. And then let's start running here. Knock these guys out. And then once we knock out this artillery, let's finish off those Freikorps recruits. Stay focused. Looks like they had canister. Oh well, that's fine. We'll move our general down over here. Okay, those guys are running. Here, you guys come over here and do some damage to them. Make sure they don't return. You can go ahead and keep chasing them. Yeah, you keep running. Let's knock out those Frycore Musketeers. And I'll let you guys get into a line and knock them out. How are we doing over here? Cool, still racking up kills. And now they're done. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up the veterancy. Yeah, the veterancy and the food. Now you guys can upgrade. Congratulations. You guys can take a carbine. Congratulations. And let's give you the cavalry pistol. Do some replenishment. Let's sell off that gorget. Okay. Interesting. I guess he just has really high charge because we have a bunch of charge bonuses in here, which is fine with me. Let's do a quick sort. Got a lot of shoes. And then let's come over here. We're going to buy grenades. We are going to buy grenades, dang it. We're going to get an officer. He's good at stamina and stamina recovery. Cool. I don't know what to do with this brigade yet. Second fire brigade? We're gonna buy grenades. There are no grenades here. Okay, so then we're gonna need to check out this this town and see if they have grenades. Let's see if there's any cheap artillery. There is some Lithuanian artillery. They're a little on the small side. I think you only get 3 in the battalion artillery. Let's check that. Yeah, so you only get three cannons. They're pretty accurate though. And then it'll jump up to 5 once we get the Lithuanian field artillery. So I could get some more artillery, and we can afford it. I know there were some units of note over here, although I don't remember what they were. Let's definitely buy up a little bit of ammunition. Let's sell some things here. Sell the gorget. Probably sell the spirit ration. Beer I'll keep for now. Everything else I'll keep for the moment. Let's look at officers real quick. Yeah, nothing... This is okay. I could buy him. Maybe I will when I come back. Let's come check this encampment real quick. Oh, another one of these, huh? Okay, we'll switch to foraging and then do this. Cool, we got our foot guard. We also got some more muskets. These guys are pretty good at melee. Let's put our foot guard. Yeah. Foot guard in there. We'll give them this. We'll give them extra stamina or extra morale. Both are pretty good. Let's give them the half gators, and then let's give the beer to them. And then, right, we want to change out this musket. So this one's 5 and 5, 6 and 2. Let's do that. And you should have a different gun. Yeah, let's make that switch. Let's compare this. The Liège reloads a little faster, but is kind of worse shooting than the Neustadt. Okay, so the next question is, do I buy that Lithuanian field artillery? I don't see why not, right? I don't see why I shouldn't. We also only know where one encamped army is, which is kind of a bummer. And they are 9,800 strong. We are 9,900, so we're kind of even in terms of numbers, which isn't great. Man, I wish I remember if they had cavalry here. I didn't take very good note on whether there was cavalry over here or not. There's some upgrades that I could go with. Oh, if we get up to 60, I could increase our unit size. We also could just lower the reform cost, which I do need to do. Increasing unit size would help us against the HQ, which where is the HQ? Up here. They have 15,000 men, so they're kind of chunky. Kind of chunky. Well, let's definitely come back this way. And the real question is, do I want to foray this place and then run down here and fight that encamped army? And do I want to take a Lithuanian battalion artillery before I do that? I say yeah, let's do it. Let's buy a Lithuanian. We can give him some of this, some of that. I don't think I want him to keep the canister. Then let's give him maybe some morale and move speed. Well, how much does this do? Also 12. And the ammo consumption is actually better for this than it is for canister, which is interesting. And there weren't any grenades. And nothing super interesting here. Goodbye, this officer. What do they got in the foundry? Nothing that I can really afford to buy at this point. So, let's go ahead and do a little bit of foraying here. We still have 40 days, so I think we've got plenty of time. And then we're generating a bunch of food and other resources, so we'll force march over to here and then down to the encamped army. Get to rolling. Any grenades? Yeah, there are. Yes, here we go. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, cylindrical ramrods would be good to throw on one of our guys here. Maybe even worth opening up a slot. Could have cavalry over here. That would have been really good to pick up. Okay. So I would like to get one more unit under our belt before we fight the encamped army. In the meantime, though, I want to buy up a bunch of reservists so that we can do some, well, number one, reservists are super cheap here, and then we can do some foraying while we're down here in this area and far away from the far away from this dude. So let's see what we can sell. Definitely not the grenades. Let's sell this cartridge box. Let's sell the cuirassier sword. We can sell the meat rations, that's fine. The coffee too. And the shoes. Great coat I like, tea I like, tompions I like. I don't like all the rest of this. So we'll keep all that. Then let's go ahead and buy up a bunch of manpower, because it's cheap. And then let's roll on down to this fort. Okay, yeah. So we'll get real close, switch over to foraging. Take advantage, yep. And then seize the fort with the grenades. Cool, got a bunch of stuff. And we get a doctrine out of it too. Stamina's good. I don't wanna reduce our infantry replenishment until we get doctrine that increases our replenishment, I think. I mean, it's not terrible. Let's go with the stamina. I think that's pretty good, just generally speaking. And then we'll march over here. Oh, we got a really good officer. What's he got? Morale up, accuracy up. Okay. I think these are actually better for a firing brigade, which is theoretically what we want here. We can buy a fairly cheap officer here. And feed him to the same. Okay, so this is the light infantry. I was like, what is the Hungarian infantry again? Light infantry. Yeah. So I don't really want to sell things here because it's expensive. Let's go ahead and buy this officer, and we can maybe sell off one thing. I know we're getting less money for it, but let's sell off maybe like this gunner's implement. Or Dragoon Sword. Dragoon Sword, well, I don't want to sell off something of low value, right? So that we're not bleeding too much of our 20%. Let's sell off a Liège musket. Buy this guy. And then let's do some foraying here. For a minute. I would love for a field army to come up and find me. Please find me, field army. Okay, no such luck. Oh, breastplate. Okay. Do I think I can fight that? Encamped army might be a little bit tough. But I mean, we do have a bunch of like Lithuanian unit, like we don't have any recruit units. I mean, we have a Polish militia, but we don't have a lot of recruit units. So go ahead and horse march on down here. Maybe do a little bit of foraging mode here. Okay. Oh, there's a patrol. Awesome. That's awesome. What have we got in here? So, from this battle, I should be able to generate enough money to buy a Commonwealth recruit, and then I'll feel a little bit better going into that battle. I think I'll also feed these two guys to the same. Let's go ahead and embed an officer, and then let's embed another one. And then once we fight them, we'll have enough in order to enact the expand the infantry reform. Means all of our guys can be a little bit bigger. And then we need to start saving up money for the reducing the reform costs. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna stop here. But we've got our priorities in order, which is fight this patrol, buy a unit, fight the encamped army, come over here, sell off anything that we can, and try to just foray, I guess, wherever we can, and buy up a bunch of recruits over here. Cool. Well, I'm feeling fairly confident. We'll be going into this battle with a numerically superior force, so I feel good about that, and we're qualitatively fairly well off. So I feel good. I feel good. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. If you are enjoying the content, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. All these things support my channel, and I would appreciate it if you guys would throw some support my way. I am grateful for you guys watching. I'm grateful for those who have liked and who have subscribed. I wouldn't be here without you. You guys help me keep the videos coming. I have a lot of fun doing this. I hope you guys are enjoying watching. So we'll see you guys in the next video.